Vanessa Vasquez is a winner of the 2017 Metropolitan Opera National Council auditions. This season she sings La Traviata, Violetta in Arizona, and she comes to Santa Fe for the very first time to play Mimì in La Bohème. Welcome.
Thank you.
What were your first memories of opera or of classical music?
Well, I feel like I don't have a typical background for an opera singer because I didn't really listen to classical or opera music very young. But my earliest memories are the 24 Italian songs and arias. It's a book that you usually start with in as a singer. And I began voice lessons when I was 6 years old. And thank goodness I had a teacher who gave me a technique that was very classically based. So that was my first actually exposure, is hearing my voice teacher sing me these Italian art songs and arias.
So if your voice teacher had been a pop singer, then you might have gone that direction?
Completely. I absolutely believe that, yes.
So what drew you to the opera stage?
I don't know. I don't know if drawn is the correct word, honestly. Like I feel like it chose me, really. In the last decade of my development, there were so many moments where I felt like I could have just gone somewhere else. And I had the right mentors, and I was in the right place at the right time. I swear, in every moment, it was fate.
Yeah, part of it is your mentors guiding you.
And there were moments where like, oh, this isn't going to happen for me, and you win the competition, and it starts to snowball, and it's incredible. It's luck, prayers, and everything.
Well, let's talk about Puccini, and particularly the role of Mimì. Puccini was incredibly hard on his librettists, continued to cut and cut and cut, I think because he knew what worked so well musically, and because he knew what worked so well for characters. Tell me some about what he gives you as Mimì, as the character.
I mean, he literally gives us everything. Everything that you need is in the score. I think what's so incredible about Puccini is she talks about poetry, how she loves poetry, and her language is so poetic. And she talks about how she loves spring and the sun. And when she references all these things like throughout the opera, it's just like, oh, it really gets you right here. And the music is right alongside it. I mean, just elevating the language. It's really incredible. And
the conversational nature of the music.
Oh, yeah.
Me, it flows so naturally out of it. It's almost like the orchestra is sort of playing the emotions while you're just speaking the language.
That's exactly right. That is Puccini.
I read a great thing in an opera book about suspending time in opera. Mm-hmm. And that's part of that. What you just have to give up is that when you go into the opera house as an audience member, that there's going to be real time, because you have moments that should last 5 seconds that last forever.
Sure.
And moments that should take days, like two people falling in love.
Totally.
Happening just like that.
Right.
But in opera, is the tempo of what's sung driven by you, the singers, or by the conductor?
Well, it's interesting. I think it's more of an old-fashioned idea that it's solely driven by the singers. This idea of the pendulum theory, I think everything swings to the opposite. And I think we're in that time where it's a true collaboration between singer, conductor, and director. So I think it's a very special time in opera, because I feel like sometimes that is rare to have that. And I feel like Santa Fe, especially, I'm experiencing that now. And it's very special and magical when that happens.
Really? So as you're rehearsing the production, the tempos can change a bit depending on the scene, the direction, the characters?
Absolutely, yes. And also just connection. If you look up at the conductor and he's feeling a certain way, or he's seeing what the director is doing and wanting, and that influences what he's doing, and that what he's doing with his arm influences me. So it's like a trifecta of amazingness, and it's ever changing, and that's what's exciting.
So it can change not only from production to production, but even from night to night in a given production?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I believe so. Oh, yeah.
So what's it like working with the maestro? Since he's Italian, does that change his relationship to the music? Does it change the way he conducts?
I think so. Maestro Mimì he's a very nice man. It's a little intimidating because he is Italian, I think. Because, you're singing in his native language, so.
Does he ever wince when you get something wrong?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
But he's so on us in particular about our doubles and close and open and all that. But that's just helpful. I mean, all that stuff helps you sing better, everything. And it matches, like we were saying, Puccini's idea of the libretto and the music. When you say vivo sola, soletta, I mean, that just sounds coquettish, just saying it. You don't even have to sing it. You're just like, oh, Mimì. So if you get the language right, it only helps the singing. So he's really fantastic.
And he's a good conductor for singers then.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And he's always wanting this eye connection. I wasn't understanding it at first, the first week. He's like, look at me. I'm like, I see you, Maestro. Like, I can see you. He's like, no, I want your eyes. I was like, Oh, you want my eyes? That's different. I can give you my eyes. And I feel like that creates something very special, because if we're meeting eyes, we can really be together and create ideas with each other.
And see fleeting emotions in each other's eyes and really...
Absolutely.
Just between the singer and the conductor, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really special. He's fantastic. I'm really enjoying it.
So, you sung Liu in Turandot. You're singing Mimì. You're singing Violetta. At this stage of your career, are you playing just the romantic, tragic heroines, and is that okay?
I hope not. No, I love it. Obviously, it's incredible, and I hope to sing more Mozart, because I love Mozart's characters. But actually, hopefully doing that soon. But
well, you've sung Beethoven and classical music with orchestras.
I mean, yes.
So it's sort of it fits your voice.
Totally. It just, I don't know. I guess if I had to choose, I would say Verdi, just because as an artist, I think it's more challenging than Puccini. Kind of what you were saying. Puccini is very much. It's like the music comes in through the singers, and it's just this sort of motion. And then Verdi is dependent on the artist to create the music coming from the pit, which is a lot. It's a big task for the artists. And I think if you don't understand it, Verdi can be a little bit daunting, but I love it. It's super challenging, but Puccini's he gives you everything. Everything is in the score, even your portamentos. You don't need to do anything more. It's all there for you. So I also love Puccini so much. So I don't mind singing the romantic roles. They're fantastic. I hope to do it for the rest of my career, but I also want to make sure that I have some Mozart in there, some bel canto. It's very important as well for trajectory. So we'll see.
well, thank you so much.
You.
I just can't wait for opening night, and I love me a good La Bohème.
I know, it's going to be fantastic. I'm excited.
Thank you.
Thank you.